Welcome. Today I want to discuss social anxiety and taking it one step further, social anxiety disorder, or shortened SAD. So, what is SAD? Socialized anxiety disorder is when we suffer repeatedly when we have to give speeches, perform in public, meet new people for the first time, have small talks at holiday parties or social gatherings, social anxiety about eating in front of someone else, maybe on a date, maybe at a holiday gathering. So all of these different things can cause really severe social anxiety. It can be almost paralyzing, really. So let's first talk about physical symptoms. I used to have very bad social anxiety, and I've been able to combat it with the tips I'm going to share with you today. So now I've built up my confidence, my emotional intelligence, and I'm happy to say I really don't suffer much at all. I'll get a few butterflies here and there, but only for really big things. So I'm going to share 6 wonderful tips with you on how to combat social anxiety disorder. But first, let's talk about the physical symptoms so that you know what's going on and you can say, oh, I have all the tools I need to combat this. My palms used to get really sweaty. I would get feeling nauseous, I get that feeling in my belly. You might have digestive problems. You might get sort of constipated, or the opposite. You might spend a lot of time in the bathroom. You might get a headache. Your heart might race. You might even have a panic attack so bad you might feel like you're having a heart attack. It can be really frightening. So let's talk now about how to combat it, how to deal with it. My number one go-to is music. I personally like to listen to music to pump me up and get me excited, get my mind off of the anxiety. So I like rap music. I like to listen to stuff that really gets my blood going and gets me hyped up and excited. But maybe calming music has a better effect on you. So use whichever kind of music sets the better stage for you, sets the tone, gets you in a calm state of mind or a happy state of mind, and gets you ready for whichever setting you're getting ready to attend. Number 2, getting enough sleep. If we don't have enough sleep, we're not going to be able to combat the stress and anxiety. It will add to it. So feel free to take a nap, just rest, and sleep is very important. Number 3, dress for success. Okay, so what do I mean by dress for success? Well, let's say you're going to a dressy event. And so ladies, for example, the worst thing we can do is wear high heels that we don't know how to walk in. So if you're wearing a heel that's too high or not comfortable and you're wobbling all over the place or you're clanking all over the place, your confidence is already going to be compromised. So make sure that you're comfortable. That way you're setting yourself up for success. You're going to walk into the room with confidence, with good body language. And you're going to be more comfortable talking to strangers or talking to even friends than you would be if you're not comfortable with what you're wearing. So you don't have to follow fashion trends if it's not for you. That's really the point I want to make today on dressing for success. Be comfortable and be you. Let your authentic self shine. Number 4, the breath is always there for you. So if you're feeling like you're going to hyperventilate, or if your palms are sweating and your heart is racing, feel free to just pause. Inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale deeply through your nose. Do that as many times as you need, and that will take you out of that fight or flight stage where you're feeling really anxious, and it will lower your parasympathetic nervous system back down and help you feel grounded. So the breath is a great go-to tool. Number 5, positive affirmations. I know, I say it all the time. I probably sound like a broken record, just spinning. But positive affirmations, it can be as simple as, I'm excited about this event. I am not afraid of this event. I know that people want to hear what I have to say, and I look forward to socializing at this event. Whatever it is that you need to hear, that's what you need to reinforce and tell yourself over and over and over. And then you're turning fear into excitement, and you zap that anxiety right down. It's powerful, it works, I promise. And finally, number 6, random acts of kindness. So what do I mean by that? Random acts of kindness have a way of not only making us feel better, but it lifts the weight off of our shoulders and opens the door to conversations. It can be very simple. It can be compliments. So if you're at a holiday party, you can say, oh my gosh, I love that sweater. Or, hey, you look so festive. The other thing you can do is, if you're going to an event where one person is hosting, you can take a small bouquet of flowers, a bottle of wine, you can take a homemade gift, just a small token, a small offering. And that will open conversation. That person will automatically be practicing gratitude for you. And that'll open the door for you to not feel so nervous about being there. So those are my 6 tips for how to combat social anxiety disorder and social anxiety in general. I hope it helps you. I want you to be able to enjoy yourself in each situation that you approach. You deserve it. You're worthy of it. And I know how paralyzing it was for me, and I don't want you to have to experience that. So these things helped me. I hope it helps you too. Thank you so much for subscribing, and if you haven't yet, just hit that button and join. Thank you so much. You are absolutely amazing.